Hi guys, welcome to this video. First, don't worry, I didn't spend all the money I made washing cars on this microphone. It's my mum's, she's just letting me borrow it. This video is going to be a bit different because it's actually two videos that I'm going to push into one. Basically, I went sailing to the Lake District twice last year. The first time was in the summer. I went to Ullswater and we camped there for a couple of days. The second one was in October half term. We went to Coniston and we camped there for nearly a week and sailed on Coniston. I didn't get enough footage really for either of those to make them into a full video, so what I'm going to do is I'm just putting them both together in this video, so you're going to see both of those. That's what you've got to look forward to. In this video I'm going to be taking this boat, the one I recently did up, and we're going to be going to the Lake District to Ullswater for a couple of days, and we're going to have a few fun days of sailing, so it should be good. I have packed everything in. We've got the mast and everything in here. I also put the kayak paddles in. Bring the kayak paddle. Look, the kayak is on the roof of the van as well. So when we got to our campsite at Ullswater, it was side campsite, I believe. We met up with our cousins who were also coming. They have a topper as well, so they brought that, so we had two sailing boats, which was good. They actually have YouTube channels, so I'll leave the link for their channels down in the description. Yeah, so we set up our tents and we got straight into our wetsuits and went for a sail that evening. There wasn't much wind as far as I remember, which is often the way in inland bodies of water, but it was still good anyway. I would recommend that campsite. It has really good access to the water. Wherever you're camping, you're not going to be more than about 200 metres from where you can go down to the water. You struggle to get a boat on a trailer down to the water. If you can carry the boat, you can get it down to the water, so it's quite nice and easy for that. The day after that, some of our cousins' friends also came over, so there was quite a big group of us, so that was good. We all went out on the boat, so we explored the islands, because Ullswater has quite a few islands down at the end that we were staying. It was really good just, being able to sail around and explore those. That's pretty much it for Ullswater. I would recommend. On Coniston, we met our cousins at a campsite again. The campsite on Coniston was called Hothwaite Campsite. It's quite good, but there's quite a long walk down to the lake, so if you don't want to go on a long walk, then maybe it's not for you. You can drive right down to the lake, so what we did is at the start, like on the first day, we drove down to the lake, unhitched the trailers and just left the boats down there. If you're not too worried about people stealing them, then you can do that, or you can chain them up to a tree or something. So yes, you can do that, and then all you have to do is walk down and get in your boat and go. We had quite a few good sails. also did a lot of sitting by campfires and playing cards, and we also filmed a skit or two. We have a YouTube channel where we post little skits and stuff, and we're working on some bigger projects, but little film stuff. The production quality is similar to this, so I'm going to warn you about that. I'll leave the link for that down in the description as well. Towards the end of it got really wet, like our tents were leaking and stuff, so we did actually decide in the end that we were going to leave, I think, a day early, because we had enough, because we were just all soaking wet, and it's not very fun sleeping in soaking wet. Anyway, but the thing is, because it had rained so much, the lake had actually risen by about, I don't know, at least 1.5 meters. So we left our boats a good way above the lake, but we came down in the morning, we were going to leave, and all of them were floating. We had left them on a bit of grass, and they'd all just started floating up and had been pushed by the wind further into the bank. So all our boats were spread out, the kayaks. My mirror dinghy was upside down. I'd left it upside down so it didn't fill with water, but it was floating upside down and it floated to the edge. So we had to fish out all like our straps and seats and stuff that we'd left underneath the boats. It was a bit of a nightmare really, but we actually managed to get everything, even though it was under 1.5 feet of water. We think anyway, we managed to retrieve everything, so that was quite good. It was a exciting end to a holiday. The sailing there was quite good because it was really quite windy a lot of the time, so there was some quite fast sailing. We didn't manage to capsize the mirror at all, but our cousin's topper capsized quite a few times, which is always interesting if you're not expecting it, but it was good fun. I think that's about all I have to say about that. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was a bit interesting. I'll leave the links for the campsites down in the description, just in case you want to go and see that. I would recommend both of them. And make sure to like and subscribe. I will see you later.